For the psychologist doing personal injury evaluations, there are several questions that they have to answer. Number one, is there a psychological injury, and what is the nature of that injury? Number two, how much of the injury can be attributed to a more likely than not basis? Now that's a different concept of proof than in criminal context. And so that's sort of something that forensic psychologists have to get used to. Instead of beyond a reasonable doubt or at the level of preponderance of the evidence, in personal injury cases, it's more likely than not. So the standard of proof is different in tort cases and personal injury cases than in criminal cases. And as you can see, it's not very high. It doesn't come any close to a preponderance of the evidence or beyond the reasonable doubt kind of standard that you have in criminal cases. And then you have to answer to the trier of fact, or you have to respond to the trier of fact, the judge or the jury. If you believe that the disability or the harm or the injury that was done, the psychological harm or injury that was done, you have to provide testimony to the trier of fact about the permanence of that disability and what is the individual's future capacity to function in light of that disability, and what are the requirements for rehabilitation and the cost for rehabilitation, so that the court can have an estimate, again, of what they need to do, or have an idea of what they need to do to make that person whole, assuming that they decide that there was in fact a personal injury that had occurred that met all the qualifications that we talked about a little bit ago.